Hello, YouTube Infinite Imaginary community. Gandalf here. So as you can see, I'm now part of a new guild, Mystics. Mystic, and many of us, myself, you know, BT and True, we got Cap, Band, Panda. It's almost like almost half, I think almost half of Bulls Prime or former members of the Bulls community came together into Mystic. Now, as much as people might be thinking about, like, was this the rumored merge? It's not what you think. People think, why would Bull and Prime join together? There's no bad blood between the two guild. It's more just, having a rival. It's rivalry, it's having that competition. But the reality, though, is a couple of things. One, Bulls is not the same Bulls as it was 6 months ago, 9 months ago. Neither is Mystic. A lot of big Krakens, a lot of players exited. And even if some of their accounts are around, it's new players now. Um, so that will be one thing I'll say first. Two, when it comes to, you know, why this group of players, honestly, it starts out with the leaders wanting to retire. So Band, myself, Panda, I mean, we tried recruit, and it's on us. I mean, we tried recruitment. We haven't really had the traction to be able to bring in new players that are at the caliber of Bulls Prime. We did reach out to a lot of old friends, and many of them are in the state of retirement, which is what we want to get into as well. They don't want the competition. They don't want the pressure of having to hit high scores on Guild versus Guild Arena to try to fight for that number one spot. For us, I think, we've been there, done that. Right now, we just want to enjoy the game as players. We don't want to be guild leaders, guild deputies. I don't want to have the responsibility of doing all of the missed attacks. You guys probably seen videos of me clutching those decisive battles uh, between the two guilds. I think I done enough of that. Panda, for one, he's been a champ, whether in the current guild, in the past guilds we led together. He's always been the diplomat. He's really good with people, and whenever someone feels offended or something, one person wronged the other, he's always the one there for doing damage control. But after a year plus, he's still a great community mod. So in the main Discord channel, he's a great mod. I will continue to be a content creator. I'll bring out the most accurate information possible. I'll give you my honest reviews. Um, and that's what I'll commit to do for you guys. But in terms of this move, I totally recognize people in both Prime who we left behind will feel like, they were displaced. And just when things were getting better after the Stampede exit, the Bushido exit, now why did this group of people kind of abandon them? I think end of the day, I hope everyone can respect the decisions we make for ourselves as players. Is is end of the day, I think, we're all individuals and we all want to play a game for fun. And we got into a point where we just simply weren't enjoying the game, and when we weren't enjoying the game, we got to a point of where like we want to just retire, and we simply just asked some of the closest people that played with us since the beginning. So for myself, I mean, if you look at BT and True and and um, and his roommate, um, B Some, we came together. We were part of Smork. So if we look at Milestone, like Camaro was our original Whale Kraken. We're playing with Locke, some of the good old names, but Sadness, and Ichuvan. Like these were Etup. Etup was the content creator who leads Smork, and I was the 25th person to clear it. But ETUP was our guild leader at that time with Sadness, and they were part of the Smork community. They all played games together. But when they, when a lot of players exited there, when they were moving into a new game, I think WoW was coming back at that time, and everybody just like half the people left. So I took what like I think like 12, 11 players, and I had to find a new home for them because you can't run a guild with 12 people. That's when I met Panda, and then we were able to form. We were able to, he was able to make some space for us, move people around. We were part of Bull's Hit for a good number of time. That's when we met Phil and had a lot of fun together. And and Atman, I think I can't remember was Atman part of that, but for sure later on, you know, I mean even Bulls, right? Like Bulls GC and the original Bulls group, they went through a difficult time when players started quitting, and Bulls GC and Bulls had to combine to remain competitive against Mystic. And it's not like Mystic hasn't, absorbed a lot of player over time. So giving you guys a little bit of, history, this is just natural course of how a game evolves. So when both GC and both Prime joined together, um, we, you know, Bulls Hit also seeked out for its ally, and that's when we, Panda, myself, we met Band and Chaos, and I think Love actually came from there as well. So it was great. We got to the same level that was almost as competitive as the OG Bulls group, like the Bulls Prime and Bulls GC combined. So we were like running as third place for a long period of time. So it was like us, um, Prime, I guess Bulls, the Bulls, the original Bulls, us Bull Hit and Stampede, I guess, and then we had Mystic being the top three. Um, but over time, as more and more players started quitting, um, it just became more and more difficult, right? And and we thought about merging with One Hope. We did have some conversation with Mystic back then, but times are different now. And really, this is a time where a lot of players in Mystic also has quit, and it just happened to be, a good opportunity and time where when we were looking for a place to go as a group collectively, Lord Eric and his leadership had a conversation, and they were willing to make the space for us so that we could stick together. Because when the 10 of us got together, so I guess, you know, basically myself, Panda, Band, and Cap, we asked our closest friends in game. Basically, we asked them like, we're thinking about moving together because we want to retire. What do you guys want to do? And it was unanimous, decided as a group. Everybody just said, hey, we wanted to stick together. We're indifferent in terms of staying or leaving. And like I said early on, like there was never really bad blood between Mystic and Pulse Prime. It's just simply, um, we wanted a rival. And at this point, the two guilds are not the same as before, right? The former glory of those days are not there anymore. So to this, maybe this is the beginning of a new era. And people complain about, oh, there's no competition. Guys, it's a gacha game, right? Like you go to any gacha game, usually there is that one top guild, or sometimes you have a rival. And we have full confidence in Bushido because at least from my perspective, I don't know how others feel, but when I look at, the championship and say, Master Division, Trial Division. Bushido has been great, and I talked about them in my video about the massive breakup from Stampede. Is they're great with the newer players. They're great with all the young whales, and you look at the top finishers in the Master Division or Trial Division. It's mostly people from Bushido. So great future for their guild, and we hope they rise up. And as we gradually all go into retirement. This is, they will eventually be probably the number one guild in the game as all of us eventually, fizzle out. So with that, I hope people can understand this is more of a personal decision more than anything else. It's a group of players who simply got into a stage in the game where collectively we decided to step down from leadership and just enjoy the game as individuals and for once play the game and do not have to feel the accountability, to look after a group. And of course, we left things in good hands within, the Stampede group. So Band, I think, is the original owner of the Discord. He gave all of the account, all of the rights of admin over to Bailey, Hoaxer, and Karzak, handed over to them. We just simply left. We did nothing to sabotage the guild, whatever. I don't know if but I actually lost visibility to chat, so I don't know if that, like literally after as soon as I left. So I didn't even get a chance to say my goodbyes to people. So hopefully, all the people in Bowls that know me and anyways, you all have my Discord handle, so feel free to DM me directly. But yeah, at least we're still in the Discord in the guest section, whatnot. But for everyone who knows me, this is not really a farewell. I'm a content creator, so you can talk to me anytime you want. You have me on Discord, but I hope people can understand and respect, the decisions we have made. To some, it might feel like a selfish one, but end of the day, it's a game, and we are at a point where, we just want to enjoy the final moments we have in this game. It's sort of the game is at the end of the life cycle for us, and we simply just want to enjoy it as individual players. So, and be freed of those responsibilities. So hopefully everyone can understand. And if you enjoy playing with us and you want to continue playing with us, um, honestly, we'll all eventually retire, and people are gonna quit. So as soon as space open up, or maybe in the future when the guild size expands, feel free to join us. And going forward, you probably won't see, recruitment plugs, but I'll do this one last time, and this time will be for Mystic. Mystic do have, a community of guilds as well. Valhalla is allied and joined with them, and you have their content creator. Atkar with them as well. But Valhalla, his original guild, is part of Mystic as well. They kept their original name. There's also Mystic 69 you can join. So if you want to be, on the waiting list to join the main guild, or you're welcome to be part of their Discord as well. So uh, I'll throw in that plug for them, and that's it. Hopefully, don't leave any haters out there. Um, by no means this is done in any way against any group or anybody. There was nothing negative that happened within Bulls Prime that triggered us. We simply just wanted to retire and move on and play the game as individuals. And we wanted to find, a home to do that. So yeah, as a group, hopefully we'll enjoy the game and in our, final time with the game in terms of our final phases. At least I can say that for myself. I don't know how others feel about it, but I do know that a few folks even here are playing some different games, and this allows me to play the game a little bit more casually and but still to do content creation for it on the side. So yeah, so hopefully that answers a lot of questions. But if you want to know more or what, you're welcome to DM me and ask me anything you want, or leave it in the comments. But the general rule about YouTube comments is please be cordial, please be politically correct, don't do any personal attacks. But yeah, I'm more than happy to answer any questions you may have about this and what it might mean. Um, um, so yeah, I'll leave it on that note, and I wish you all a great rest of your day. Gandalf out.